Hello, my name is Tia, and I'm the owner of Tia's Broom Closet, and I was asked to make an educational video about candle magic basics. Bear with me, this is my first time doing this. But I'll try to be as clear and precise as possible. Most people, when they do candle magic, they go out to a store and they get their basic candles. They have no smell, no fragrance, nothing added to them, and you start from there. Well, as you move on, you might want to get a privately made candles from other practitioners, which already have essential oils and herbs already in them, like the one I make. But as you move forward, if you get the skill set and the knowledge, I would encourage you to make your own candles, because nothing's better than what you're putting your energy in from the very beginning to the very end. Well, right now we're going to use my quick money spell. It's the most popular selling candle I have. Who doesn't need money, right? Green is color of material, earth, materialization, growth. That's why I used green. There's other colors. Red is for the element of fire, which is passion, creativity, rebirth. Pink is the feminine energy, unconditional love. Orange is courage. Yellow is the color of air, which is intellect, communication, intelligence. Green, again, materialization, earth-based. Blue is water, subconscious, patience, wisdom. Purple is spirituality, power, nobility. Black is binding. It's also to get rid of negativity. Black is it's a mixed bag. A lot of people don't want to use black, but it is actually used for protection. White is blessing candle, and it's basically the color that you can use for anything. So that's the basics of that. And if you want any more information about that, there's plenty of books on the subject. And like Cunningham, he has a bunch of books. And over on Zell Ravenheart, he has a book, and it's geared towards kids, but it has got a lot of good information, and it's presented really well, and it's not boring to read. But back to this. Of course, when you are about to burn your candle, you want to set up your sacred space. Now that's for another video, but the basics is just, an area where it's safe to burn. It's a safe area, it's a calm area, it's a neutral area. Okay? So you're in your sacred space, and you got your candle. You're going to use your carving utensil. And I wouldn't recommend using your normal Athame, because most of the time they're about this big, and they tend to be a bit unwieldy. And plus you have your working Athame. Now this I only use on spellcraft items. That's it. So, you carve what you want, like the amount you want, and as you're doing this, carve the symbols of, what you think of money and all that, and as you're doing it, concentrate on your goal. So you have I have a money symbol, a dollar amount, and I have a dollar amount. So when you're doing money magic, be very careful, because the money has to come from somewhere. And just because you think you want to find it on the side of the road, that means that somebody had to lose it for you to get it. So when you're thinking about drawing money to pay off a bill, or to buy that new shirt you saw, you got to think, is it worth it? And where are you going to get that money from? Now, if you're thinking, I would love to get $100 if I can work overtime, or I can get $100 by selling something I make, something like that. Just be aware that the money has to come from somewhere. Okay? Now, there's many herbs that are associated with money energy. You got patchouli, allspice, and you can also raise your kitchen, and marjoram and basil leaves. And again, a good starting point for herb knowledge is this book right here. It's a good basic walk you through the beginning right here, and I would recommend it. So we have our herbs, which is actually already in here, and we grind them up. And as we're grinding them, again, we're putting our energy and our thoughts to what our goal is for our candle. And again, I recommend always going clockwise. Clockwise usually bring things to you. Counterclockwise seems to move things away from you. Again, it depends on your path. Every path is different, and and as you define your path, the definition of things are going to change. So, for the basics, clockwise is good to go. So you grind it up. Oh, it smells good. And you have your different anointing oils. You can get your basic anointing oil. This is from Azure Green. I make my own anointing oil, which I recommend for most people. And then you can use essential oil. Now this is sage. I put this on my hands to make sure my hands don't have anything negative on them while I'm doing this work. So I'm going to take my anointing oil, put it on my finger, I'm going to start from the wick right here, clockwise. And as you're doing this, envision how you're going to get the money and the feeling of receiving the money. I like to do things in threes. Here you go, clockwise. And as you're doing that, you're charging the candle with your attention. So when you hear people talking about charging your candle, they're usually talking about anointing your candle. Now, I've anointed it with oil, and what I usually do, and I don't have my brush with me right now, I take my herb dust, and I kind of, again, go around the candle. And get a little bit more here now. And I just kind of rub it into my carvings. Like so. Magic is a messy business. So, and as you can see, the herbs get rubbed into the carving part. Like so. I got a mess on my hands. Let's see. Then I'll get a little dish like this. And I have a kitchen oil that I use to put on things to keep the wax from sticking when it's all melted. So I'll be able to get it out of the dish easier. And even while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the money, where it's coming from, the seed that I'm planting. So I may get a little help. So let me put my dish, get a dish. And I put my candle in my dish, like so. Now, for a little added boost to your candle magic, especially money, or anything goal-oriented, you can write your spell and your want on a piece of paper. I recommend parchment because I don't like chemical, odd chemicals being used. I like it to be as pure as possible. And they also make special inks dedicated to different kinds of spells. Now, the more detailed you have it on this piece of paper, where you're going to get your money, even what you're going to spend it on and how much you want, the better. So, and you anoint it with the same essential oils that you used on the candle, and you have your herbs on it. Just kind of fold it up like so. Alright, we're going to save that for later. And I would recommend, if you're going to burn paper, have a closed top container that you can put it in as you set it afire. You don't want to, have a mess. That's just bad news. Alright, well, now we come to the next part where it's lighting the candle. Now, there's a big argument about how you light a candle. A lot of old schoolers say only matches. Some people say use this. I'm not a big fan of using this, but it does work really well outside when it's nice and windy. But since we're inside, and I like the act of actually creating the fire and creating the idea and creating the need and placing it into the candle. So let's see. Now, as your candle's burning, and it's releasing the energy of what you desire, you can think of something like a silly little chant to kind of focus your energy, like money, money, come to me, money, money, let me see. Money, money, come to me, money, money, let me see. Something silly, something sing-songy, just to get your mind working and focused on your goal. And as you center yourself, imagine this being a seed that you're planting into the ground. This is a seed for your money tree. And as it burns, it releases the energy, your thoughts, your goals into the universe. With harm to none, of course. Let that burn a little bit. And you concentrate on the candle, and you let it do its thing. And you can leave it on your altar, let it burn, but always have it in a very safe place. Some people put it in their bathtubs, so they don't have to worry about it. So, but once you get to a certain point, and if you want to blow the candle out and instead of letting it burn out, you can either snuff it, which most people will recommend. Other people do lick the finger and set it out, and then some people blow it out. Now, there are some practitioners that don't believe you should ever blow it out. I personally like blowing it out because I envision my personal energy going into the candle and sending it out into the universe. And for more advanced anointings of candles, you can also use your saliva, and for passion candles you can actually use more personal fluids to anoint your candles to make sure that your goal is set. So as you see the smoke, feel your energy released into the universe. and just be patient. Make your intentions and your needs clear with an open heart and focused will and just a bit of magic. May your will be done to harm to none. I hope this helped you out. Blessings to you and yours.